Hello, I am Crystal Barlon. This is the San Jose Youth Symphony Harp Ensemble. There is a difference between the San Jose and the Silicon Valley harp ensembles, and we get our names muddled up from time to time. We started as a harp ensemble many years ago. However, only in 2016 did the San Jose Youth Symphony decide that we would be of value to them, and they asked us to join them. And so we have been performing under the San Jose Youth Symphony name for about 2 years now. I love harp ensemble. It is the most amazing educational tool for students, and it brings out their best. We are playing 2 pieces from our concert. Our concert will be June 7th, June 9th in San Jose, and if anyone is looking for more information, we'll be there. Our first piece is Wind Harp by Stephen Dunstan. It is for multiple harp ensemble groups, so they can come in at any experience level, and it's evocative of the wind, very, very beautiful. And our second piece is The Dance of the Harps by Meg Robinson. She is also a contemporary composer. She lives up in Washington, and a bunch of her music is in the shop there. We love both composers. They're quite astounding. So without it and further ado, we will go ahead and present these 2 pieces for everybody. Additional comment, this is the first time they'll be performing without me strictly conducting them.
Which you will have never heard before. So I would now like to invite to the stage Deborah Henson-Conant, also known as Deborah Henson-Conant, also known as DHC. That is me, and here I am. You know what I completely forgot to do? I completely forgot to put my microphone on. So I completely forgot. That's not a joke. And I thought it's so wonderful that this is such an intimate space that we should sort of play it more like a living room concert. Now, how many of you actually play the harp here? No, wait. How many of you don't play the harp? Oh, great. Okay. And how many of you are here only for tonight's concert? Well, welcome. Well, in that case, but when I was a kid, I never heard music. I did not listen to recordings, and I never went to concerts because I heard music always in my home. So if there's any way that you can just imagine that this is a home and this is a living room, and we can have that experience tonight, that's what I would really love. Because situations like this, with that kind of intimacy, we don't always get to have. Sorry, this is not part of the show. I did it. I've been having actually all kinds of technical problems. I just came from Norfolk, Virginia, and I've just been losing different parts of the harp the whole trip. microphone. It fell off. Can you hear it, Christwell?
Yes.
Okay. That tune is called Cosita Latina. Are there any questions about it? I know Kim Robertson asked you if you had questions last night, but I figured since we're here, we're all here. Do you have any questions about it? Is there anything you want to know? Yes?
Is it flamenco?
I love the idea of flamenco. It's me imagining that I am flamenco. It's me, as a matter of fact, sometimes I imagine when I play this piece that I am a bullfighter. And I am the bull. And I am the señorita who is waving. I actually, think of the whole thing. And I love the idea of getting to literally embody all of that. And the other thing that I love about it is that I don't actually have to learn how to play flamenco. I can just pretend that I can. But taking the ideas and the gestures, because I love those gestures. That was my intent, so I'm glad that's what you heard. Anything else that you guys... Yes, Frank.
Where are these last words B naturals?
Where are, so basically, okay, so he's asking about, so I tuned the whole harp in C minor, and this one B natural down here, except for when I am doing some of the, more cadenza stuff, and then I'll put more B naturals up there. Any other questions? You literally can ask me anything. Never mind. Okay. Well, I was going to say something. So I was going to say something inappropriate, but that's okay. I'm trying to be appropriate. Yes.
Was that through composed or improvised?
Yes. Yes, both. And this is, and as you know, this is a challenge for me because I'm always composing, but not exactly. So there's a melody, and then there's a. So this is all the melody, and then it comes back to the melody, this again, but then it goes, when you saw me kind of come down, I probably should have given you a running, what I'm doing. Then I went to an improv section. So there was a whole improv section, and then when I set this up, that's all improvised. And then it comes back to the melody. So that's where I'm taking from jazz. So I'm taking the jazz form being you play a melody and then you have an improv section and then you come back to the melody. But it's also the classical form. It's playing, the theme and then going into a development where you're exploring and then coming back again to home. And hopefully you can feel that we're coming back at the end. It's just important to me. And this is a looper pedal, so this is kind of cool. This looper pedal, is all it does is allow me to record little tiny snippets on the fly. So I don't know if I did this last year, but for example, if I went... So I'm always kind of hitting it on the one, then I could go... So that's all in that looper now. It's all there, and then I can play over it. Thank you. So that's how that little looper works. And it's really fun because then that means that I can improvise with myself and kind of have an orchestra of one and build it in the moment. And one of the things that I love about it is that you can see me building it. It's not like I just bring in sound. And for me, one of the things that is so powerful about the harp is that you see everything. When I'm playing low, you see I'm low. When I'm playing high, you see I'm playing high. When I'm playing hard, you see it. And for me, that's so important, that there's this gestalt and I love it when people, sometimes deaf people come to my show and they say, oh, I loved the show because I could see and hear what you were doing. And I really love that. So I love the, what do you call it, transparency of it. So this tune Frank, the harp is tuned in C, and up here, the harp is tuned in C, but I'm playing in E. This tune is in E. Up here, I also have an F sharp and a G sharp, so that's the scale up here. Here, the scale is different, and then the scale down here is this. So I've got 3 different scales on the harp. And you'll kind of see how that works out. And this is a tune that I wrote when I toured with Steve Vai. I don't know how many, who's ever heard of Steve Vai? He's a god. He's a rock and roll guitarist. Anyway, so the point is that I was going all around the world and with him, and we would play different theaters every night, and we would have sound check, and then everyone else would go out to dinner, and I would be left alone on these huge stages or tiny stages, and I would get to just like, I don't know, there was something so beautiful about being in these empty places, almost like filled with memories to be, or I don't know. Anyway, so I wrote several pieces while I was doing that, and this is one of the pieces. And it was inspired by Dave Brubeck. It was inspired by Blue Rondo a la Turk. And I originally called it, sorry, I've got a new string. It's the G string, Frank. That's
I'm with you.
okay, good. I used to call it my big idea because it keeps coming back to this one idea. And you know how you have an idea and it gets bigger and bigger and then you kind of come back. But I kept calling it the Brubecker. So it's called Brubecker. Turning my mic off first of all. is there anything you want to know about that piece? I mean, I'm working to write that one out. There is some improvisation in it, but some of it is actually written out. I've been having so much fun doing a lot of writing, and one of the things I actually haven't really played this in concert very much, so I'm just going to do it whatever. I heard a harp ensemble play La Bamba, and it sounded really good, but I thought it would sound even better in minor. So just bear with me. And see, like that thought, kind of La Bamba, right? Okay. Wish me luck. Because I'm going to be grunting. Well, is it fun so far? Should I go on? It's kind of like the first piece. Like, I'm always exploring flamenco. I'm really interested in how far can I go with flamenco? What are the different things that I can do? So this is another situation where I'm exploring that idea. Okay. There's supposed to be like a loop in here. Okay, so the loop goes like this.
what I was exploring in that piece that was different than the first piece was trying to get different harmonies instead of just trying to get a lot of sound. All right, so that's that. All right. So this song, I tried to describe my style in just sort of my genre in 3 different genres recently, and I finally came up with blues, flamenco, music theater. This is basically what it is. But this song is for you guys. He's a chef, he's a cook, he loves to cook impossible things. And she sous chefs for him. And my ex was a great chef, and I personally am the curator and founder of the Museum of Burnt Food. And that is true. You may look it up on the web, burntfoodmuseum.com, and you will see my masterpieces. But my ex was an excellent cook, and I loved to sous chef for him. So I wrote this song. It goes like this. I'll be your... Oh, you can learn it, and you can sing it to him. Got that? Okay. It goes like this. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna slice and dice and chop for you. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna clean your counters when I'm through. I'm gonna scour your skillet. I'm gonna polish your pan. If you be my ever-loving red-hot man, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. I'll be your sous chef, baby. And I preheat your oven every night. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna mix your spices till they bite. I'm gonna peel your carrot. I'm gonna stir your sauce. But when we're in the kitchen, I let you be the boss. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking something now. Turn up the heat, make it savory sweet. Just bring on the chow. Then I'm gonna rice your potatoes. I'm gonna spice up your peas. I'm gonna dice your zucchini. I'm gonna slice your cheese. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Let's have a little slow cooking break here, so I can simmer in the sweet juices of your tender love. Don't you get saucy with me, young man. Come on, help me out here. I'm gonna what? I'm gonna sous chef, that's it. I'm gonna do what? Come on, come up. Some great stuff. I'm gonna mash up potatoes. I'm gonna stomp your tomatoes. You know you're thinking stuff, right? I'm gonna what? Open your can? Is that what you said? I'm going to what?
Massage the kale.
Oh, I'm gonna massage your kale. Very well. What else? What else are you gonna do? What did you say?
Melt your ganache.
I'm gonna melt your ganache, and I'm not joshing. I'm gonna do what to your... I'm gonna cream your corn right over the horn. That doesn't rhyme. It rhymes, but who cares? Okay, what are you thinking? I know you're thinking something. I'm gonna what?
Something with tender.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't you just that be perfect? I want to simmer in the sweet juices of your tenderloin.
I'm gonna raise your bread.
I'm gonna raise your bread
I'm gonna grind your beef.
and grind your beef. Give me one more.
Remember, it's Sunday.
I missed that one. What was it?
Remember, it's Sunday. Look behind you on the wall.
I'm gonna flip you over till you're thoroughly sauteed. Your chocolate is souffled. Your creme is brulee. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna chop your onions, 'cause I never, ever, ever, ever wanna see you cry. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna wear your apron till the day I die. I'm gonna dress your salad. I'm gonna skim your fat. You just let me know, baby, what I can do after that. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Oh, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. That's your line. Come on, sing with me. Oh, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. One more time. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Soup's on! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now did you get all the words? Okay, any questions about that? Okay, all right. So what do you want to hear next?
Stairway to Heaven.
You know what? I would, but I've played it so much this week, I just can't bear to do it again. Okay. Oh, seriously? The Dogs of Somerville? Okay, the Dogs of Somerville. It's not on my list. Take 5 was on my list. Dogs of Somerville or Take 5? Okay, we're going to have a vote here. Dogs of Somerville. Oh, you have to yell. Dogs of Somerville. Okay, fine. Take 5. All right. We'll start with Take 5. What I like to do with this tune, well, I want to tell you something. Of course, I love this tune. I love the rhythm. You know, the underlying rhythm of this tune is 5/4. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this tune goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way this tune works, there's this beautiful melody that everyone knows. Do-ba-dee-da-ba-da-doo-dum-bum-ba, you know that. But the wonderful thing about this tune is it's got what's called an open blowing section. That means it's open for improv, whatever you want to do. And the reason it's called blowing is because most of the people who improvise play an instrument that they blow into. Of course, if you were here last night, you learned that you can blow into the harp as well. So obviously we can blow as much as we want. But the beautiful thing about this open improv is that it doesn't have chord changes per se. It's just open with this rhythm. You can go anywhere, anywhere, anywhere you want to go. And I like to let myself go. I love to feel the feeling of getting lost, knowing that I can come back to that melody again. I'll try to tell you what I'm doing. This is a vamp. Frank, I'm starting on E minor. Then I'm going down to C. But you teach that in your class. I knew it before I took your class. By the way, I can't play the melody of this tune because it's too chromatic. I can't play it on this harp. But I discovered that if I sing the melody, I can play a harmony. And that's even better, isn't it? And that's the end of the melody for now, until it comes back at the end. This is the part where I close my eyes, so you can't see me. And that makes me feel more free. I don't know where I'm going to go. I only hope that something takes me there, somewhere where I've never been before. That's what I love about this tune. There's nothing I'm supposed to do except possibly keep that rhythm, which obviously I've let go of. But I can just come back, come back. Did you notice that I just straightened my shoulders? It bothers me that I slouch when I play, so I always try to stand up straight. This harp isn't really that heavy. It has nothing to do with the fact that I slouch. I would slouch even if it was made of helium. I got to play this tune once with Bobby McFerrin on a stage in Boston, Symphony Hall. And for some reason I don't really understand, we pretended that we both had motorcycles, and we went like this. That's just a little memory. I've never told anybody else that. But of course there were thousands of people there who knew it. But but they've never told me. Never told me. Think about it, think about it. This moment will never happen again. Think about it. This is the power of life. The power of life. No moment will ever happen again. All of us will never be in this room. All of us will never be, never, 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 never. Hello, my hand. How are you? I'm fine. I know someone you should go out with. It's my right hand. Very much like you. Hello? I think you too. This may sound cliched, but I think you two could make beautiful music together. You don't have a voice, and you don't have a voice, but look what happens when you come together on these strings. You have a voice. It's like it was a prosthetic voice. It's like nothing in the world except for that moment when you find your strings. Your strings, your voice. One thing I've been thinking about this year is that this harp is on the outside of me, but when I play, there's another harp inside of me. And this harp resonates that harp inside, and that harp inside resonates the harp outside. And the more I play inside and outside, the richer I am as a human, as a human. If you listen, everything has a voice. If you listen, even the room. Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. You but it never. want to invite the ensemble up here again. So I had this idea that I wanted to create something called the World Harp Ensemble, which is really just a series of musical games, very simple things that we could play together, so that anytime harpists meet, we could have a kind of a repertoire. So we could make an instant show for other people, or we could just instantly play together. So this song is from my musical called What the Hell Are You Doing in the Waiting Room for Heaven, which is part of a series of musicals that I wrote, one-woman musicals. The only thing that was important is it had to make sense for the main character to be wearing a harp. Because all that mattered. So in this, she's in the waiting room for heaven. But so I'm going to ask you all to sing with us. So there are two parts. There's one part that goes, so that's beautiful. Keep going. And then the second part goes, yes. So just sing that. You have a voice that's yours alone. This is the tie that binds you deep in the dark of evermore. That's how your soul can find you. You have a voice that tells a tale. Nobody else can tell it as well. This is the tale, the song, the story of you. So raise your voice, for in the end, it's all you have to bring. And this is the sound that turns lost into found when you sing. You have a voice that tells a tale. Nobody else can tell it as well. This is the tale, the song, the story of you. So raise your voice, for in the end, it's all you have to bring. And this is the sound that turns lost into found when you sing. When you sing. When you sing. Beautiful. So this next tune is an experiment. You guys ready? Well, actually, the next two tunes are an experiment. So I met these online. I met all these beautiful women online, and I showed them the music. It's basically a game. So it's just, there's two parts to this, and you guys are actually going to perform it with us. So there's a melody, and you guys don't have to start yet, but the melody goes like this. And you clap. And you clap, yeah. so that's the melody, and you clap, and then we'll do another part of the tune, which is an improv section, and you don't clap during that. And then whenever we come back to the melody, you clap. And then the other thing that you do, the other part of the game is it's kind of hot in here, isn't it? Yeah. So, but that's okay, because I'm on stage. You can't smell me from down there. And I can't, never mind. See, this is inappropriate. This is inappropriate stage talk. So what happens after that, is that when on cue, I will say arriba. And on the arriba cue, I want you to take out your keys. I want you to take anything that makes noise, and I want you to have a percussion solo. If you'll take out something noisy now, you can also play your body or whatever you want. Okay, so you're gonna play percussion. When I say arriba, it will go arriba, and then you play the percussion. Excellent, beautiful. All right, and then on cue, there is a cue to stop the percussion solo. So you're gonna want to listen to that, and that goes like this. Huh, and you are gonna huh with us because that's the healthy part of it. Okay, so it goes like this. And feel free, anybody can feel free to take off any clothing that they want. Seriously, because it is warm. Is it warm down there too? Or is it cold? Okay, all right, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. So this would be huh, 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 huh. Okay, good. So the game is we play the melody in which you clap. Then when we're not playing the melody, you don't clap. When I say arriba, you start the percussion solo, and when I give you excellent, and then when I give you the cue, you stop the percussion solo, okay? All right, you guys ready? Okay, you sure you're ready? Are you absolutely totally ready? Okay, you guys ready? No! 1, 2, 3, 4. And you clap, yeah. Ensemble piece, and I think I know. Is it? We're raising the C's and what? Frank. Don't ask me. Okay. So what's cool about this is a blues scale. And they're actually going to stand up and they're going to play a blues a blues bass line. So what's great about this is that we're tuning. We're tuning into this very school scale. This cool scale. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so. Actually, I'll tell them what this song is about. So, I wrote an album a little while ago. Yeah, keep going. I have a rhythm section now. Oh, you guys can go like this. Yeah. I can't talk. I wrote an album. I did an album. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, it was a really happy album, and one of my neighbors said, I said, what do you think of the album? And he said, well, that's a nice album, but it's so happy. You know, don't you have anything like, Love Gone Bad? So I went and I wrote this song, and it goes, Love is the freshest taste you'll ever find, the perfect complement, the finest wine, until the day it turns to slime. Then it's a love gone bad, past the expiration date, a love gone bad. Baby, it's way too late, a love gone bad. And there, no doubt, you gotta throw it out when love begins to smell just a bit too strong, like something been in the refrigerator way too long. Don't you open up that jar, don't you even take a chance. You better throw it out while you still got the chance, 'cause it's a love gone bad. Sing with me. Oh, what you say? It's a love gone bad. Tell me one more time. It's a love gone bad. And there, no doubt, you gotta throw it out, 'cause it's a love gone bad. What'd you say again? It's a love gone bad. Tell me one more time. It's a love gone bad. And there, no doubt, you gotta throw it out. Well, love is warm and fuzzy, that's what I've been told. A warm and fuzzy sounds to me like mold. It's rancid, babe, it's putrefied, it's rotten to the core. You better pull yourself together, make a beeline for the door, 'cause it's a love gone bad. What'd you say? It's a love gone bad. Tell me one more time. It's a love gone bad. And then, no doubt, you gotta throw it out. Throw it out. Throw. Watch what I do and do what I do. Throw it out. Yeah. Great. Great job. Sorry. Great job. Why don't you guys come out here and take a bow with me? Thank you. I would love to play you one more song. And I'd love to know, seriously, if there's any questions or sort of what your takeaways are from tonight. I'm always asking that of my students. I have an online school, and I'm always asking them, what are your takeaways? And I'm always finding that is so moving for me, is finding out what people are learning or what they're seeing or what they can take with them, because I think that's what we're doing. We're all, so many of us are musicians, and we're taking some little thing that we can add to our voice So, just curious. You can also tell me afterwards, what it is. Nice, Crystal. Tomorrow I'm doing a workshop that I'm very excited about. It's called Strings of Passion. I've spent the last few years building this online school, but also thinking so much about creativity and how it comes to us, and what is the pathway between the first creative impulse that we have about anything and the actual creative expression. And so I broke it down for myself into 7 strings, like the 7 strings of the harp, knowing that they play together, that they give us all this resonance. And then when I broke it down, I realized, and I'll tell you what those 7 strings are in a minute. But as I began to see that those 7 strings all came together, I began to realize that there was, like I said, this inner harp that is building more and more rich inside of me the more that I play this outer harp, and that those two and the interplay between them are what make us into rich musicians and allow us to have rich experiences. And I keep thinking about that because it's not so much success or being amazing, but to have a rich, rich experience of life and of music that's so important. So those 7 strings, the first string is the string of impulse. Before we ever worry about being desired, worry about being important, we desire to touch, to feel, to express something. And that impulse is at the heart of our voice. So that's the first string. And the second string for me is the string of structure, like the skeleton inside our body. Not a structure that we impose from the outside, but a flexible structure that is on the inside that allows us strength and flexibility to express ourselves. And the third string is the string of character. So when I was a little girl, before I could ever play music, I would sit down and play the piano, and I would play songs about rain. It was all just about sound, just about character. The character, and we see it all over our music. It's not just the notes. Every mezzo forte, every composer, all the words that they put in there, that they're longing that you will turn those notes into a character, a sense of human voice and expression. So the third string is the string of character. And the fourth string is a string of roles. Because when we play alone, we play everything. But to play with other people, we break into roles. And one of the amazing things about the harp is that there are 3 basic musical roles in music: the bass, the accompaniment, and the melody. And when I started writing for orchestra, I could see that on the page. All the bass notes were down at the bottom, the bass instruments, the bassoons, the basses, the tubas. And then there were instruments in the middle, the trombones where they kind of go both ways, and the violas, and then there's the melodic instruments, the flutes, the violins, the trumpets. But we have all of that. We have all those roles. And there's a geography on the harp where the bass is down here and the accompaniment is here. It's a different geography. And the melody.
No, it's not.
and the melody is up here. And we have 2 hands to play those 3 roles. But what's amazing is that when we understand the roles and we play with other people, then it's like we're playing any other game. If you know what the roles are and the rules are, you can play with anyone. So those roles are the 5th string. And then the 6th string is the string of practice. And one of my favorite things about practice is knowing that you have to be bad to be good. You have to embrace being bad in order to get better. And the beautiful thing about practice that I've learned is that if you can just keep playing so that you let the music get to you instead of trying to get the music, that is the beauty of practice. You show up. And the 6th string is the string of deconstruction. When you take the music apart and you find out what it's really doing, kind of like what I did in Take 5, so that you can make it your own, so that you don't have to do exactly what everybody else did. That's deconstruction. And then the very final string is the string of liftoff. When you forget all the other strings and everything else that you've ever done, and you just let yourself play. That moment of liftoff, the moment of forgetting, the moment of being the music. By the way, that piece that I just played, I didn't give you the name of it. It is about Doña Quijota. And I have CDs here. Brubaker and this one, they're on my next CD. But what I do have here is the piece that I'm about to play. Both with, I have two CDs here. One's called Invention and Alchemy, which I did with a full symphony orchestra. And it's an incredible project that I got to do. And then also one called Altered Ego that has some blues. They both have blues and flamenco. And if you don't have them, I'd love for you to get them. It's my voice. And if you do have them, get them for your friends. And I will be happy to sign them. And whatever you do, I have some cards out there. Make sure that you take one of the cards and get on my mailing list because I send out newsletters with stories every week. And does anyone on the email list? Are the stories fun? Yes. Okay, good. That's great. All right. This is a song that's basically about my mother's voice. And for many years, I never wanted to sing this song because it's so simple that I felt that it just didn't show me off enough. And then one day a friend of mine came to me and he said, "If you do not sing that song, I'm going to kill you." Actually, he was completely drunk, so he said, "If you do not sing that song." And it was a huge challenge for me to allow myself to sing something so simple and so open. And yet, when I sing it, I hope that you will experience what I experienced as a child, which was to watch my mother transform from a woman who burnt the dinner, which I also have learned to do, into someone who simply allowed her voice to come out. Because there's another song I wrote, and that has a line in it. If once you have heard the angels sing, no matter where or when, your heart will beat at the walls of your life, longing to hear it again. And when we hear, and it does not have to be a beautiful voice, it's when we hear the voice of a human being. That is the voice of an angel singing. And we search for that. Sorry, Christwell, I didn't tell you that I was going to walk out, but I'm going to give it a try, okay? Who will sing for the nightingale when the night is gone, when the daylight comes, who will sing for the nightingale when she sleeps alone in the sun? Many's the time her silken tones soothed my rough and weary bones. Many's the time her lullaby took me to my rest. But who will sing for the nightingale? Her own sweet song is silent now. Who will sing for the nightingale when she sleeps alone in the sun? Took me to my rest. But who will sing for the nightingale? Her own sweet song is silent now. Who will sing for the nightingale when she sleeps alone in the sun? When she sleeps alone in the sun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for having me. You know what I love about clapping?
And you know what I forgot, this is so stupid, I forgot the raffle.
So we're gonna have to. You know what I love about clapping is I feel like, sorry, my mic is down here. I feel like I've spent, I'm up here singing, and all you have is your hands. And when you clap, I feel like you're singing back. And it's just so beautiful. And now I have to do something really stupid, but that's great. All right, I'm going to put this down. I promised that I would do the raffle earlier on at a kind of silly part of the show.
Unstrap yourself.
I will unstrap myself. And I'm like the raffle queen. All right, so I'm going to pick a raffle thing.
But it's not true. You got us all to sing.
That's right. And that was totally selfish on my part because I love the way it sounds. All right, so normally I do this like completely stupid raffle thing and I make everybody do a drum roll and everything like that. Shall I do that?
Well, just
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Just 1 second, because this is our final concert, and I would be totally remiss if I did not thank Destiny Muhammad, social media
You guys
queen.
come up here. You guys, hey,
Prince.
you guys come up here.
Now, come on up here.
Yeah.
My crew. Prince. Chriswell Muhammad. Chriswell, our sound engineer. Melinda, our registrar. Sam, are you in the room? Sam Berlinetta? Yeah, and Daniel.
You're an incredible team.
It
You're
takes
incredible.
a village. And without these people, this could not happen. And I'm eternally grateful to all of you for everything you've done all year long to love and support me. Thank you. Oh, and Lori! How can we forget Lori?
This is for Jessica.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, participants. Wow. We really would not be here without you. Okay, so enough schmaltz.
So afterwards, is there any kind of reception or anything? No.
We just kind of go.
Okay, well, let's not go. Okay, so I'm going to be out there. I would love to just at least say hello to everybody, give you a card, and sign any CDs that you should buy, or anything. But now I'm going to do the raffle.
Hold on. As long as we're on a guilt trip.
Okay.
Whoever wins tonight, you have won yourself $195, which means the Diablo Valley Arts Academy has won $195.
That's great.
However, should you decide that you'd like to donate back your $195,
Talk about guilt, and I was hoping to win.
you got to buy one to win,
I
don't you?
did. I bought 5.
Wow. Anyway, it will be a tax-deductible contribution. All right, now you can go.
Okay, so here's how it goes. Is there only one winner?
There is only one winner.
But we're all winners in the.
Okay, well, after, yeah, that's right. I like it when there's more winners. Anyway, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna have drum roll, and you're gonna just go like this, okay? When the person wins, you're not gonna boo them, you're gonna say yay. The person who wins will not get the prize unless they jump up and say, it's me, it's me, it's me, I never win anything. You don't have to get exactly anything, but you jump up, and you're like, it's me, okay? So you have to okay, all right, okay. Are you
And
ready?
then you have to skip to the stage.
Okay, yeah, let's get to the stage. Okay, are you guys ready? And a hush fell over the crowd, hush fell over the crowd. And the drum roll begins. The drum roll begins. The adorable young child reaches in and pulls out, and pulls out one, and the winner is, wait a minute, I don't have any glasses, so you're gonna have to read it.
Kimberly Tong.
Kimberly Tong, Kimberly Tong.
Kimberly Tong.
Oh, well, you have, is she in your group?
She missed it.
Well, somebody has to jump up and down, and does she get the prize if she's
She
not
does
here? Of
get the
course.
prize. You do not need to be present to win.
Yeah, but you got to jump up and make a big deal. Yay!
Congratulations.
All right, so I just want to sing one thing with you guys before we go, or as we're going. This is one of my very favorite songs ever. Is it okay? Yeah. I'm not even going to play the harp. I love this song so much. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, please don't take my sunshine
Miss Deborah Henson-Conant.